welcome to Review Time with iSlip. I am iSlip, and today I'm going to be taking a look at the Perfect Effects Perfect Combiner PC-15, which is an upgrade kit for Legends Jinrai. I don't have Legends Jinrai, but it does actually work with Power Master Optimus Prime. So here we have the box, and this is about all the instructions you are going to get. So you get an LED head that also comes with the batteries, which we'll talk about that in a minute. Add on to the thighs, Master Jinrai. I'm pretty sure Jinrai is supposed to be with a G and not a J, but yeah. And then, like it says, it includes batteries, Perfect Effect 2016 for ages 16 plus. Okay, so here we have our static Power Master Optimus Prime from Titans Returns, and I'm going to be doing this figure who doesn't like to stand up because I don't have Jinrai. He's a little too expensive for my taste at the moment, so we're going to take the gun and put him to the side. But it works just fine with this set as well. The colors are very slightly off, but hey. So now you get, like I said before, you get a little head which has an LED, which I put the batteries are in there, but when you store it, you got to make sure that there isn't something pressing against the button. Apparently there was when I had stored it, and the lights no longer work. You get these two thigh fillers, and you get your little Jinrai, who is a little dude. I love this little dude. He's a little dude, and he's a dude. And he's a little dude. He is the same size as, let me get this guy. Let's get his head off. He's the same size as a Titan Master. Let's move you out of the way for now so we can zoom on down and focus in on this guy, because he actually has a pretty decent amount of detail, and even the face is painted, which is like Hasbro. What the freaking hell? Let's see. Get this down. Move you out of the frame. Get this guy standing up. So we'll just take a look at him first. Let's zoom on down. Let's see, can I zoom in any closer? Oh yeah, there we go. So you can see the face, which is painted. For as small as he is, let me give you a real world. Here's my thumb right next to him. You can see he is about a little over an inch tall. Like I said, he's the same size, about the same size as a Titan Master. Give me a second. I'm going to get the little, I forget if it's Haikyuu or Jinrai, that comes with this Optimus. Okay, you don't want to put your arms out. Okay, fine. We'll put your arms forward. So you can see he is the same height, but he looks so much better. I mean, they both have ball-jointed elbows, shoulders, but the Titan Master's range is severely limited. You know, again, you've only got the standing or sitting position with the Titan Master. With this guy, you actually, I mean, not that you can do anything with it, but you've got, you know, you can make him look like he's running. You know, that's pretty cool. His arms wiggle out. I don't think his head turns. No, his head doesn't turn. Again, forward, which is really due to transformation. If you look, it takes the it takes his butt with it, but from the front you wouldn't know that. Ball jointed legs, so he has a wide range of motion, and he does have an out motion. He can do the splits. So there you go. So there is Jinrai in his well, there's Jinrai. You know, I was gonna say in his human mode, but Jinrai is a human, so there he is. You know, you can call him High Q if you want to, but I like Jinrai. And yeah, turn him into his little. Well, actually, if you wanted to, you can sit him in the Titan Master chair for Optimus. So, I mean, that comes into play mostly for truck mode if you don't want to. Well, it comes in truck mode. You can sit him in here if you want to. Like if you have the. Well, we'll do that in truck mode, but in this mode, you can put him in as an engine. So what you would do is you would take him. You would flip the legs forward like so. Put him in a seated position. Rotate his legs, his thighs, not thighs, his calves backwards. Move them on that one joint, and be very careful because it's a really little thing, and I could see that breaking if you're not careful. And then you pull this up like this, and you can see there's a little section cut out of the leg, and you can see right there there's a square peg sticking out. You're just going to fit that peg into the open section, and that will basically lock him in his his God Master mode, his engine mode. And then you're just supposed to slide this in here according to the picture anyway. You slide this in here and it just kind of sits inside there, and then you close this up, close this back up, and there you got, let's go ahead and put his, and then you've got Optimus with his engine on. And you can take the head if you want to. Now the head is a slightly different color than the head here. Let me see if I can get this just kind of sitting there, and then I'll zoom in some. And you can see that the new head is darker because it's meant to match the Japanese version. But that's okay. That's okay because it still actually works. So what you would do is you would just open this back up, open this up, and then pull this down, and you can see that there's a mushroom peg there. And you're just going to wiggle, and I was going to say apply some slight pressure, but you didn't need to. Just wiggle it and it comes right out. Okay, and then get out of the way. Take the new head and just slide it in. Slide it in, he says. Slide it in, there we go. Close this up, and there you got your new, oops, there we go. And there you've got your new Optimus Prime head, or Jinrai head, depending on whether you want to call this Optimus or Jinrai. I got the American version, so it's Optimus. And it's pretty good. It has a nice range of motion. It goes up, looks straight, slightly down if you are able to get him to stand straight up. He has a slight down look, just very slight. 360. And then, of course, like I said, the light up eyes, which don't really work at the moment because the batteries wore out. Let's see if I can maybe get some light on his face. See if I can catch that. Let's see. Turn you. I'm really trying to get it in an angle where you can see everything without it falling over. So let's go ahead and because I can't really tell through the viewfinder. Okay, there you can kind of see. So the head looks nice. The eyes look nice. It's just a shame that they honestly I don't think they should have went with the light up eyes, because I mean it's great until the batteries were off. You know, this would have looked so much better if the eyes were painted in. I'm thinking about it. Maybe I'll buy a second set just so I can have that option. Then you would take these bits here, and they just fit in to the thigh. So you just open this up and then match it. Now the gray here doesn't match the gray here. The gray on the actual pieces is a more truer gray. This is sort of a bland, slightly brownish gray. But honestly, you don't really notice it too much. Although honestly, you don't notice this too much when the leg is straight. So, but I mean, I've got them. Why not use them? And if I ever get the proper Japanese Jinrai, I will definitely swap everything back. But there we go. And I mean, not that that is a very good pose, but it definitely shows off that it does indeed fit and it works, and it pops out fairly easy. It's not too hard to get out. Just open this up and then get a nail under here or something. Bend this a little bit. Actually, it's easier this way, and then pop right out. So if you get this for one set and then decide to get the other set, you don't have to worry about, you know, you put it in and it's permanent. It's not. It's semi-permanent. Well, not semi-permanent. It's not even permanent at all. It's just, it's there. It fits. It stays. If you want to pop it out, you can pop it out. So let's go ahead and get him into his other mode. Okay, so now that we have him in truck mode, let's see what we can see. So I've swapped the head back to the normal, the normal head that comes with it. So we can see, because I'm saying that the little figure, this dude, can fit in and sit in the same spot, and I actually haven't tried it yet, so okay, careful, very careful, because that's a little tight. There we go. Alright, so let's go ahead and see if he does exactly fit in, because he doesn't actually fit into the little chair thing. So let's see, are you gonna fit in, or am I gonna look stupid? So come on, you can do it for Daddy. That was just a really strange thing to say. So maybe I was a little wrong. Yeah, I was wrong. Like, he can't sit inside. You can't sit inside there. But I mean, you know, it is what it is. It's still a nice little figure to stand aside to it. So it just kind of harkens back to the Master Force cartoon. So I can dig it. And you can store, you can, again, excuse me, swap the heads out. So I'm going to go ahead and swap the head out real quick. Okay. And put this head back in and store it with this head on. There we go. So you can close it, put the new head in and just close it up if you want to. So it stores. It does store. So you don't, you know, once you switch the heads, you don't have to worry about not having a place to store the Optimus head, like in the old one where you had to pop it off and hide it. This one, it stores inside. You could probably still stick this guy in here somewhere. It's not going to be quite the same, but sure we can get that to close with him in it. Not that we really need to, but we can. I'm fairly certain. Let me just get that to stay there. Okay, he's just gonna lie down. So yes, he's in there. So he's in there, he's just lying down. But you can store them in there, or take one of the guns and you can kind of put him in there. You can't really because his backpack gets in the way, but he will sit enough. He just doesn't sit in there, he sits on there. But you can do that if you wanted, and just kind of stick it on the side and call it a day. So yeah, that's my review of the Perfect Combiner PC-15 set. It's not a must-have. If I'm honest, it's not a must-have. This guy is perfectly fine. He just needs a little, white paint, more paint. And this head is okay. It does what it needs to do. The new head does kind of look better, if I'm honest. But I don't know. I always wanted a Headmaster Optimus Prime. And this gives you Headmaster Power Master. That's pretty cool. That said, that's the end of the review. Hope it was informative. If you do want this, I got this at, I believe, TF Source. Did I get you a TF Source? Yes. I got it at TF Source. Actually, it says the label says Toy Source, but I got this at TF Source. They also have it at Big Bag Toy Store and most other toy outlets online. So you can get your own little Jinrai and a proper Headmaster head if that is your choosing. That said, I'm Islip. Thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed it. Ciao.